going to increase, and I think that it has over the past century, and it's just going to continue. Praise the Lord. And right here we have the seven vials, the seven bowl judgments, and this is the last. This is it. You know, as 15:8, the ending of the last chapter, that God had shut and no man to enter. That His wrath has come, and this is the final judgment before the battle of Armageddon and leading up to it. But as we get there, Heavenly Father, I ask that you anoint me, Father, to preach your word tonight in truth. Father, that there be no error, as there is none in your word. Father, touch our hearts tonight and open our ears, that we may understand your word that you have given us. And I ask this all in the name of Jesus and everybody. Amen. Praise the Lord. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. So John hears a great voice out of the temple. So we know whose voice this is because God shut it up and nobody was in there but him. So that's it, you know, and in the previous verse, the temple was shut up. No man can enter in. But so to me, and you know, it doesn't tell us who the voice is, but to me, I read this and I say, well, this has to be the voice of God coming through from the temple. Because he's in there and close to it. You know, in the previous chapter, his presence, his smoke filled the temple and the tabernacle, and he shut it up. So a voice coming out of it leads me to believe that it's him. Do y'all see that?
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
Yep.
Tell him to go ahead, go y'all's ways and pour out the vials, the seven, which is translated into bowls, 7 bowls of wrath of God upon the earth. You know, it's upon the earth. Some people believe these bowl judgments to be upon Jerusalem area, the Middle East area only. But I kind of don't sway that way because it says upon the earth. And if we get into another chapter, into another verse in this chapter, and hopefully we'll make it there, it will pick out a point of the Antichrist kingdom. You know, that one of these bowls will fall on. But right here it says upon the earth. So even though the majority of everything may be happening in the old Roman Empire area, but I believe that also it's going to be upon the whole earth because the Word of God says it is upon the earth. So that is mine. And this is kind of a fulfillment, I would say, or of a prophecy that was in the Song of Moses, which we went over last week in Deuteronomy 32. I'm going to read that real quick, and y'all can turn there with me to Deuteronomy 32, starting in verse 40. I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. So I believe we're seeing this fulfilled right here, that was told us through Moses in the Song of Moses in Deuteronomy chapter 32. If you'll read that. And one thing that I wanted to bring out as you go through these, it says the first went, and then it says and the second, and then the third angel. But if you read that in the Greek, it says ho protos, ho deuteros, ho tritos, meaning rapid, quick, in succession, just like that. And you know, there's not going to be like the other ones. Here's the seal, it's going to be, you know, and then the next one, this is whole. So these vials are going to be in quick succession.